All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master, and today we're talking about when the shop you're working at won't level you up. All right, so this is a question I get asked all the time. All the time, I get comments, I get emails, I get messages on various social media, and it all comes down to, I've been in this industry for X amount of years, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, and I'm still just doing oil changes and brakes, and why won't they let me move up? And I've done a video kind of like this in the past, but it kind of died, so I figured I'd do a new video and some of the new viewers would actually watch it. When it comes to the powers that be, and in this shop that's me, the powers that be see you make a mistake early on in your career, and that has tainted their view of you even though you've grown a lot since then. And that can be a hard hurdle to overcome. You're doing good work, you're putting out consistent repairs, you're not having a lot of comebacks. Side note, anybody says they never have comebacks is full of it. We all have comebacks, we all miss stuff, we all make mistakes, we're all human, so you don't have an excessive amount of comebacks. They're not calling you in the office talking about your comebacks, stuff like that, and they still won't let you take bigger jobs. Like for instance, you diagnose XYZ and they pass it off to another tech. There's a couple reasons other than that shaded view. Sometimes there's not room for another level up tech. Your place in that shop is as an oil change brake guy. My goal with all the technicians in this shop is to always be leveling them up, getting them to the next level. They're clouded judgment of you from the past, or there's no place for you to move up to because there's no place to move out of the bottom. There is no other option. The option is you move on. As tough as that sounds, the only way you're going to advance your skills is to grease the wheels on your toolbox and move to the next shop. The other side of it is you're not consistently putting out enough good work, you're having too many comebacks, and they don't want to trust you doing that larger job and have it be much more expensive when it comes back. If you're having that issue, the only way you're going to level up is to improve. You got to lower your comebacks. You got to make sure you're putting out quality work before they're going to let you do the bigger job. A perfect example of that is Daniel. I've talked about him. I've done a toolbox tour of his roll cart. When he came here, he came from a tire shop. He was a manager at one point, but he's a tire shop technician. He worked both in the shop and in the office. When he came here, I gave him steering and suspension. And you know what? He has grown. He's on his second cylinder head job. He's got a Hemi torn down outside right now. He already did a Honda Acura with bad valve seats, but he's leveling up because he puts out good work, he has low comebacks, and he wants to learn. Normally, a young technician wants to do a head job. I would yank that off of him and give it to Bam Bam, etc. But he's leveling up, he's doing what he's supposed to, and so I trust him to take that next step. And that's what a technician needs to do. When they're in a shop, they need to instill that trust in their shop environment that they can level up. If you're not putting out quality repairs, they're never going to let you level up. It's harsh, but true. Now again, if you're not getting to that next level, talk to the boss. Find out what you need to improve on so you can advance. Now the second one may not be anything you can do. There's just not a place for you to move up to. But on the first one, if it is something that you can improve on to get you to the next level, you need to work on it. Now, if they come back to you and say, oh no, you're great, you're great, you're great, we just want to keep the other guys busy and yada, 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 again, it might be time to grease the wheels. Move on. If they're not going to let you advance your career, you're at a dead end. It's time to move on. Now, on the other side of that, they give you that criticism, take it. Figure out what you need to do to improve yourself so you can move on. I know this video is harsh and not what you want to hear to some extent, but that's the reality of it. It's either you or them. One of the two is what's holding you back. It's either your work or them. You're not putting out good work, or they don't trust you to do good work, or they've got you pigeonholed. That's it. So I hope it was helpful. Hope you understand I'm being mean to help you move on, to help you grow. That's what this channel is about. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed this. Is a horrible way to end this video because some of you are going to be butthurt. Others are going to be looking at it as good advice. So thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.